Norman Powell is the newest member of the Miami Heat's rotation. He was acquired as part of a three-team trade with the Utah Jazz and LA Clippers. During an introductory news conference with Heat media on July 9th, Powell expressed his excitement about playing alongside Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro. "I'm really excited," Powell said. "I was competing against them throughout the years, having the conversations on and off the court with Bam in passing and things like that. I like what they're building. They compete every single night. No matter who's healthy, who's in, or out of the lineup. They're scrappy, they're gritty, and they're competitive." Powell continued. "They're very versatile too. Bam can play multiple positions, can attack multitude of ways, defensively can switch, can defend different positions, protect the rim, really athletic. Tyler Herro, he's great off the ball, on the ball, scoring, facilitating. I think he did a great job this year getting assists, getting his teammates involved, and figuring out when to score, when to be aggressive." Powell will help plug the void left behind by Duncan Robinson's departure. Last season, he shot 41.8% from behind the arc. Unlike Robinson, Powell is also a trusty defender and a multi-level scorer. He will give the Heat the additional scoring punch they've lacked in recent years. Heat could target Bradley Beal. According to Bleacher Report's Doric Sam, the Miami Heat could be a logical landing spot for Bradley Beal, assuming he gets bought out of his contract by the Phoenix Suns. "Miami has been interested in Beal dating back to his time with the Washington Wizards," Sam wrote. "The Heat pursued him this past season as they attempted to trade star forward Jimmy Butler, but Beal's massive contract halted that chase. After shipping Butler to the Golden State Warriors, Miami has an opening on the wing between star guard Tyler Herro and star big man Bam Adebayo. Beal is an all-star talent. He's a tried-and-tested scorer and playmaker at the NBA level. He's already proven capable of being a number one option in the Eastern Conference. If Miami finds itself in the position to add Beal to the roster, Pat Riley would be wise to act quickly. Nevertheless, there's currently no guarantee Beal will hit the free agency market this summer. A Beal buyout is imminent. According to Gerald Bourget of PHNX, Beal's potential buyout is now imminent. With a Bradley Beal buyout being imminent, per a source, I'm anticipating he gives up $13.9 million of his remaining $110.8 million, which would then clear the way for the Suns to waive and stretch the resulting $96.9 million over 5 years and duck both tax aprons, Bourget reported on X on July 6. Beal would help fill the void left behind by Jimmy Butler. Nevertheless, Erik Spoelstra would need to get creative on defense. Neither Beal nor Herro is a high-level defender. Still, if the opportunity to add an all-NBA level guard arises, you have to take it. At which point, you figure everything else out on the fly. In a move that has been lauded around the NBA, the Miami Heat were able to acquire a borderline all-star for practically nothing. The Heat sent 36-year-old Kevin Love, Kyle Anderson, and a future pick to the Utah Jazz in exchange for Norman Powell from the Los Angeles Clippers as a part of a three-team trade, which also saw the Jazz ship John Collins to the Clippers. Coming off a year where the Heat lacked a third option after the Jimmy Butler trade, they are able to plug in Powell, who averaged 21.8 points on 48.4% shooting from the field and 41.8% shooting from deep. While most around Miami and the NBA in general approve of the move and think it could elevate the Heat, Gilbert Arenas believes that Powell's career year was a product of injuries. The former Washington Wizards star expressed that with two other guys vying for touches in Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo, it'll be difficult for Powell to replicate what he did in Los Angeles when the Clippers where Kawhi Leonard missed a chunk of time. "You're going to Miami, where there's already guys who wants to shoot the ball. So, now it's fight for the ball," Arenas said. "He was averaging 24 because no one else was there, so I'm giving you the ball to have fun. When one person came back, it was like, all right, move around, sit in the corner. You're going to a team where they all are trying to be the star, so it's going to be more of a fight over there because they all going to be playing. Here, in Clippers, you can bank on Kawhi Leonard not playing a lot." While there may be some growing pains with Powell in the mix, he is used to playing off the ball and his ability to stretch the floor. Something that Butler wasn't necessarily the best at. Only time will tell, but Arenas is already out on the Heat's biggest move of the offseason. The Miami Heat recently pulled off a blockbuster three-team trade with the Los Angeles Clippers and Utah Jazz on Monday, acquiring star scorer Norman Powell from the Clippers in the process. Heat team president Pat Riley and the rest of the franchise's front office were praised by the broader NBA media landscape after the deal was finalized, as the group landed a fringe all-star guard that could assist their all-star Tyler Herro in the backcourt. Powell's addition to the squad could help the team to become a dark horse favorite to come out of a wide-open Eastern Conference in 2025-26, but it's possible that the team may figure that there's more work left to be done. In fact, Clutch Point's Brett Siegel recently reported that the Heat are once again in the running to bring in a 9-time All-Star and NBA's 75th anniversary team member, Damian Lillard, for the second time in the past 3 summers. Damian Lillard is in no rush to decide on his future, Siegel wrote Tuesday evening. After suffering a torn Achilles and being released by the Milwaukee Bucks, Lillard and his camp have talked with several notable teams in playoff contending positions, league sources said. In the immediate aftermath of the Milwaukee Bucks' decision to waive the future Hall of Fame inductee on Monday, Siegel shared some of the superstar guard's top potential destinations. The Heat have long been linked to Lillard even before he was traded to the Bucks in 2023, and both the Boston Celtics and Golden State Warriors find themselves near the top of the list for Lillard as well. While teams like the Golden State Warriors and Boston Celtics could entice Lillard due to their championship victories this decade in 2022 and 2024, respectively, the Heat's pair of NBA Finals appearances in the past half-decade may be enough to lure the all-time great point guard away. Lillard's incredibly unfortunate Achilles injury will likely keep him out for all of the 2025-26 campaign, regardless of where he lands. Even still, the 7-time All-NBA team selection can easily elevate any contender in the league to odds-on title favorites. In 58 appearances with the Bucks this past regular season, Lillard contributed 24.9 points, 7.1 assists, and 4.7 rebounds, while knocking down 37.6% of his 9.0 attempts from three-point range and 92.1% of his looks at the free throw line. After striking out on Lillard via trade during the 2023 offseason, the Heat will have another strong chance to welcome the legendary scoring guard aboard prior to the 2025-26 campaign.